Israel threatens peace and harmony in Jerusalem. Employers to sign undertaking and pay foreign worker levy. Good afternoon. You're watching News on 2. Malaysia has been standing firm in its decision to reject the United States' recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said the fact was that the world community wanted peace and harmony to be maintained in Jerusalem. Instead, it was challenged by Israel by the plan to move its capital from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. The United Nations held an emergency session last week where the proposal to reject Jerusalem as Israel's new capital was accepted by 128 countries. That, Dr. Ahmad Zahid said, showed that the world community wants peace and harmony in practicing the various religions.
Hakikatnya masyarakat dunia mahukan keamanan. Masyarakat dunia juga mahukan keharmonian beragama. Tetapi sebuah negara yang kecil dengan hanya 13 juta penduduknya mencabar orang Kristian, mencabar orang-orang Islam kerana hak Jerusalem, hak Baitul Muqaddis adalah hak agama Islam, hak juga orang-orang Kristian untuk berada di sana.
The Deputy Premier was speaking at the 2017 Malaysian Christmas Open House held at the Proclamation of Independence Memorial, Bandar Hilir, last night. Dr. Ahmad Zahid said the leaders of the Catholic community had also participated in the recent rally in Pekerja to protest against Israel's move to turn Jerusalem as its new capital, clearly showing that the multiracial society in the country understood the importance of peace and harmony. Hence, he said Malaysians, especially the younger generation, had to maintain the peace, harmony, love and spirit of belonging that had been enjoyed by the country for so long. The police will get in touch with their Pakistani counterparts on the case of a citizen arrested in Karachi for alleged arms smuggling. Deputy Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Nur Rashid Ibrahim said the 20-year-old Malaysian from Kuching, Sarawak would be prosecuted in Pakistan in accordance with Pakistani jurisprudence, but Malaysian authorities are interested to know more about the suspect's networks.
Dia tidak dapat lagi, dia akan didakwa di sana. So itu terpulang pada pihak Pakistan nak menjatuhkan hukuman dan mungkin di semasa dia ditahan kita akan berhubung dengan pihak Pakistan. Kita nak tahu apa kegiatannya.
According to reports, the Malaysian suspect was detained prior to boarding a flight on Saturday under the suspicion of being a member of the Daesh terror group. PDRM also confirmed that the authorities found and seized 4 pistols, 8 magazines and 70 bullets hidden in the suspect's luggage and shoes. Employers who have been given approval to employ foreign workers are required to sign the Employer Mandatory Commitment, or EMC, and bear the full costs of levy for each worker effective January 1st, 2018. And according to the Human Resources Ministry, employers have been given adequate time to make the necessary adjustments to meet the new levy arrangement. And Human Resources Minister Dr. Sri Richard Riyod said since February 1st this year, 5,687 employers from various sectors had signed the EMC involving the employment of 160,131 new foreign workers. As at December 19th this year, 522 employers involving 11,514 new foreign workers had yet to sign the undertaking document. In a statement issued today, Dr. Sri Richard said the government's decision to compel employers to shoulder the levy would also apply to all employers employing foreign workers before February 1st, 2017. And since March 25th, 2016, the government had decided that the payment of levy for each foreign worker in various economic sectors would be fully borne by employers. The decision should have been implemented from January 1st this year, but it was postponed to January 1st, 2018, following appeals by various employee associations for a grace period before the implementation of the decision. The National Union of the Teaching Profession, NUTP, has urged the Education Ministry to issue a new circular on the permitted punishment methods for students which are compatible with the challenges faced by teachers today. And NUTP Secretary General Harry Tan Huat Hock said a review of the professional circular number 8 was necessary. Now, the circular provides information to teachers on the types of punishment which cannot be inflicted on students who commit offences not included in the education regulations, such as loitering and being noisy in class. The last circular was issued in 1983. Now, the NUTP wants the latest circular or guideline to explain clearly the types of punishment allowed so that there would not be any misunderstanding among parents who will blame the disciplinary teachers. The union also suggested that disciplinary teachers be appointed in every school with special appointment letters, even though the professional circular number 10/2001 had stated that all teachers were disciplinary teachers. Well, a fruit seller was sentenced to 39 years in prison by the Aikro Magistrates Court after pleading guilty to invading and smashing windows of 38 cars. And the offences were committed in a shop selling used cars in Semabuk, Melaka in September this year. However, he will only have to spend 12 months in prison as the sentences will be running concurrently. Well, Hong Kok Kwan, age 30, pleaded guilty to all 39 charges read before Magistrate Norina Maludin, and 38 of the charges are under Section 427 of the Penal Code for smashing 38 windows of various cars, resulting in a loss of about 100,000 ringgit at a used car Siong Wang Auto Sendirian Berhad shop at around 11:30 p.m. on September 3rd. Now, the section provides a jail term of up to 2 years or a fine or both. The accused was also charged for invading the store of the premise at the same time and date. And for the offence, Kok Kwan was charged under Section 448 of the Penal Code, which carries a jail term of up to 3 years or a fine of 5,000 ringgit or both. A man was killed in a house fire at Kampong Berayong, Terodon in Telupid, Sabah last night, and firefighters discovered the charred remains of Juri Ambilai, 44, in the living room area. Now, the Sabah Fire and Rescue Department received a distress call at 10 p.m. and deployed a team of 5 firefighters from the Kinabatangan station to the scene. And they were aided by 9 firefighters from the Baluran station. However, the distance from the station to the site is 133 kilometers. And by the time the team arrived, the house had been completely destroyed. And the fire was brought under control at 12:50 a.m., after which Juri's body was found. And also in Telupid, Sabah, 5 people were seriously injured when the express bus they were in overturned at the roadside of Jalan Baluran early today. In the 1:10 a.m. incident, the bus's driver swerved to avoid hitting a van coming from the opposite direction and lost control of the vehicle. The bus skidded and overturned at the roadside, leaving 5 of its 21 passengers seriously hurt. And the injured were taken by ambulance and passers-by to the Telupid hospital prior to the arrival of personnel from the Kinabatangan Fire and Rescue Station. An app to pay for parking. Details coming up. The ferry service which connects Kudat in Sabah and Palawan in the Philippines is expected to be fully operational in February 2018. And Sabah Special Functions Minister Datuk Teo Chi Kang said the service, which was supposed to begin this month, had to be postponed following issues of jurisdiction involving both countries.
For a start, the service, which will be operated by a company from the Philippines, will only ferry passengers from both countries.
We would propose to start with passengers first, and non-motorized vehicles like bicycles. I think that's okay. That's not bound by the regulations of our JPJ and also the authority in Palawan.
Datuk Teo told reporters after a meeting with Palawan Provincial Governor Jose C. Alvarez in Kota Kinabalu. The Palawan Kudat ferry service is expected to take 6 hours with the capacity to ferry 275 passengers.
The Melaka Historical City Council, MBMB, becomes the first local authority to introduce an electronic parking payment system app. And smartphone users will be able to use the app beginning January 1st, 2018.
According to MB Mayor Datuk Khairul Hussein, users will only need to download the application on their smartphones to make payments. However, the coupon parking system will still continue.
Untuk permulaan ni, dua-dua sistem ni boleh dilaksanakan. Siapa yang nak gunakan kupon, dia boleh teruskan penggunaan kupon. Tapi bagi mereka yang nak menggunakan yang lebih moden, iaitu apps melalui download melalui handphone masing-masing, bolehlah membayar dengan download apps melalui smart parking.
He told reporters after officiating the smart parking blocker system in Ayakuro. With over 13,000 parking areas, the system is an added option for users. The Ministry of Urban Wellbeing, Housing and Local Government, KPKT, is calling for those in the middle income group, or M40, who wish to buy their first house to apply for the First Home Deposit Funding Scheme, known as My Deposit. And the Ministry expects to approve 850 new applications next year. Senior Principal Assistant Director of the Housing Financing Branch, Muhammad Irza Dahari, said a total of 1,474 applications were approved since its introduction in 2016. Many, however, had to be rejected due to failure in meeting the salary eligibility criteria and obtaining mortgage loan. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, in the tabling of the 2018 budget in October, agreed to continue the My Deposit scheme with an allocation of 25 million ringgit compared to the previous 20 million ringgit. The application for the My Deposit scheme can be made by filling in a form provided online at sprn.kpkt.gov.my between now and February 15th, 2018. Syarikat Perumahan Negara Berhad (SPNB) is optimistic that it will be able to maintain its positive sales momentum for all its residential units next year. And according to its Chief Executive Officer, Dato' Ahmad Azizi Ali, this is based on the attractive prices and residential locations which will be launched in 2018. Dato' Ahmad Azizi said the flexible financing scheme initiative, which has been extended to private housing developers as announced in the 2018 budget, will enable buyers to secure their first housing loan. This will boost the sales of houses.
Of course kita nak maximize semua penjualan kita kan, but to us, if we can dispose 60% of the unit yang kita lancar pun is actually a very credible achievement memandangkan keadaan yang dijangkakan 2018.
SPNB is currently in plans to construct 10 residential units next year, which include 5,000 units under the Rumah Mesra Felda program. Currently, 11,700 residential units are under construction, involving 5,300 Rumah Mesra Rakyat, 1,500 Rumah Idaman Rakyat, and over 5,000 Rumah Aspirasi Rakyat.
With that, we conclude this afternoon's edition of News On 2. In our top story, employers to sign undertaking and pay foreign worker levy beginning January 1st, 2018. We'll be back at 7 this evening. Till then, I'm Amin Carlos. Thanks for watching and have a pleasant day.